Take a long, hard look at your wrist right now. If you are a man over 40 and you're still wearing one of the watches I'm about to show you, you are literally sabotaging your own life. Most men have no idea that their watch is actually screaming cheap and amateur to everyone they meet. You might have the best suit and the most expensive car, but that wrong watch on your wrist makes you look like the lowest status guy in the room. It makes you look desperate, like you're trying to fake a success you haven't actually achieved. In the first half of this video, I'm going to expose the 5 watches that are making you look completely out of your league. But don't click away, because after that, I'm going to share the results of my deep dive research. Based on my personal experience, data analysis, and private information I gathered from the most premium collectors on the planet, I'll show you the watches that actually command respect. If you missed this, you're choosing to stay invisible. When you were 20, nobody cared if your watch was a piece of plastic or a giant fashion statement. But once you hit 40, the world stops looking at your potential and starts looking at your substance. At this age, you are being read by every person you shake hands with. Your watch is the most scrutinized piece of real estate on your body. It tells people if you actually understand quality or if you're just someone who spent money on a loud logo to get attention. There's a massive difference between looking like a new money amateur and looking like a man of real authority. I've spent months analyzing data and talking to people who own millions of dollars in watches just to bring you this reality check. Let's start with the watches that are making you look cheap. Avoid number 1, the oversized fashion chronograph. You see these everywhere, in malls, department stores, and all over social media. I'm talking about those massive chunky watches from brands like Diesel, Fossil, or Invicta. They're often 48 to 52 millimeters wide, covered in extra buttons and useless dials. These are almost always at the top of the list for 10 watches to avoid at all costs, and for a very good reason. For a grown man, a watch this big makes you look like a child wearing his father's clothes. It's too loud, too heavy, and completely lacks class. Most men have average wrists, and when the metal edges of the watch hang off your arm, it makes your wrist look small and weak. But here's the real reason it makes you look low status. My research shows that inside these giant, heavy cases, there is usually a tiny $5 battery motor. You are paying hundreds of dollars for a hollow, shiny shell. It's the ultimate fake accessory. Wearing this tells everyone that you value flash over actual quality. If you want to be taken seriously, throw these in the drawer and never look back. Avoid number 2, the fake gold disaster. We all know gold represents success, but if you try to fake that success with a gold tone or gold-plated watch under $500, you are making yourself look incredibly cheap. When these watches are brand new, they look okay, but that gold isn't real gold. It's just a thin layer of gold-colored chemicals. Based on my data analysis of these materials, that color starts to rub off within 6 months. You'll see the gray, dull base metal peeking through on the clasp and the edges. It looks patchy, it looks dirty, and it looks like you're wearing a costume. A man in his 40s should be about truth. If you can't afford a solid gold Rolex yet, that's fine. Wear high-quality stainless steel. Steel is honest, it's masculine, and it shows you have enough confidence to be exactly who you are. Fake gold is for people who are desperate for approval. Real steel is for men who already have it. Avoid number 3, the counterfeit super clone. This is the most aggressive style sin you can commit. You might think that nobody will know your Rolex is a fake. You are wrong. Premium collectors and successful businessmen can spot a fake from across a dinner table. They see the way the light hits the dial, the way the hands move, and the cheap look of the steel. But the real damage isn't to your wrist, it's to your reputation. If someone catches you wearing a fake watch, they will assume everything about you is a lie. They'll think your business is struggling, your stories are made up, and your character is untrustworthy. You've spent 40 years building your name. Don't throw it away for a piece of junk from a shady website. It is infinitely more respectable to wear a $200 Seiko that is real than a $10,000 fake Rolex. Avoid number 4, the 24/7 smartwatch. The Apple Watch is a great piece of technology for the gym or for tracking your sleep. But if it's the only watch you ever wear, you look like a low-level employee who is constantly waiting for the next order from his boss. When you wear a smartwatch to a nice dinner or a board meeting, you are signaling that you are always available and distracted. It says you don't have the discipline to put your phone away for an hour. A real mechanical watch, on the other hand, signals presence. It shows you appreciate tradition and craftsmanship. Plus, think about the data. An Apple Watch is electronic trash in 3 years. A real watch is an heirloom. Use the tech for your workouts, but get something with a soul for your life. Avoid number 5, the massive diver with formal wear. Diving watches like the Rolex Submariner or the Omega Seamaster are legendary tools. but wearing a thick, chunky diving watch with a rubber strap and a tailored suit is a major style clash. My research into premium style reveals that this makes you look like you only own one watch and don't know how to dress for the occasion. A diving watch is a tool. It's meant for the ocean or a casual weekend. When you're in a suit, you need something slim that slides under your shirt cuff. Pushing a massive chunk of metal out of your sleeve looks sloppy and amateur. It shows a lack of awareness of your environment. The solution? Research-backed premium recommendations. Now, let's talk about the watches that will actually change how people see you. I've looked at the data, analyzed resale values, and talked to the world's most elite collectors to find the only 5 watches you'll ever need. These are the best choices for a man who wants to look high status and sophisticated. Recommend number 1, the Omega Aqua Terra 38mm. Through my research, I found that 38mm is the perfect size for a grown man. The Aqua Terra is a masterpiece. It has a dial inspired by the wooden decks of luxury yachts. It's clean, it's powerful, and it rewards people for looking closer. It doesn't shout, but the quality is undeniable. It works with a suit, and it works with a t-shirt. It's the ultimate one watch for a man of substance. Recommend number 2, the Rolex Datejust 36mm. Forget the big, bulky Rolexes that everyone is chasing. The 36mm Datejust is the true classic. My analysis of history's most successful men shows that this is the watch they chose. It's elegant, it's historically significant, and it never goes out of style. When you wear a 36mm Datejust, you're telling the world you don't need a giant watch to feel powerful. It's quiet authority at its best. Recommend number 3, the Cartier Tank. This is for the man who wants to show he has real, educated taste. The tank was designed over 100 years ago and has been worn by some of the most influential men in history. It's rectangular, which immediately marks you as someone who doesn't just follow the crowd. It's thin, it's sophisticated, and it's a dress watch that carries massive cultural weight. It tells people you understand art as much as you understand business. Recommend number 4, the Grand Seiko Snowflake. This is my top recommendation for the man who values quality over logos. Grand Seiko is handmade in Japan, and their Snowflake has a dial that looks like fresh mountain snow. It uses spring drive technology, making the second hand glide in a perfectly smooth motion. To the average person, it looks like a nice watch. To a collector or a high status person, it shows you are an expert. It rewards the informed eye, which is the ultimate form of luxury. Recommend number 5, the Tudor Black Bay 36. If you want Rolex level quality without the $10,000 price tag, the Tudor Black Bay 36 is your best bet. Tudor is the sister company to Rolex, and they use the same high-level engineering. This watch is simple, rugged, and incredibly clean. No flashy bezels, no extra buttons, just a serious tool for a serious man. My research shows that this is one of the best valued watches in the world. It's for the man who wants the best but doesn't feel the need to brag about it. The watch you wear tells a story about the man you've become. Don't let a cheap fashion watch or a fake piece of junk tell people that you're still an amateur. At 40, you've earned the right to stop performing and start being a man of substance. Your watch should reflect that: restraint over noise and quality over flash. Choose your wristwear carefully, because the room is always watching. If you found this research-backed guide helpful and you're ready to stop looking cheap and start looking like a man of authority, please give this video a like. It really helps the channel so I can keep digging into the data for you. And if you want to keep improving your image and your success, hit that subscribe button right now. Don't leave your style to chance. Join us here at Brand View. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.